Welcome to the community tribe and potential tribe members. We're going to see what the divine has to say to you. We're shooting for a 9-card spread, but we get what we get and we don't throw a fit, right? So take what's for you and leave the rest for who it's for. Get into your intuition, guys, and feel your way through this. Okay, fixed signs. Fixed signs is Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. We're going to start with your pre-shuffle energies. But first, we're going to clear out any lower vibrations, any doubts, any fears, any worries, any stagnations, all that good stuff, okay? Fixed signs, it feels good. So get into your intuition, okay? Justice, 5 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, High Priestess. What do we need to know here? Let's get a 9-card spread for my fixed signs. I feel like everybody's gotten the 8 of Pentacles. I feel an energy of determination. Ace of Pentacles. I feel this energy of you fighting hard for your stability. Fighting hard for your clarity, your wisdom. Hex, yeah. 7 of Wands, 4 of Wands, and Justice again. You fought hard for your justice, your stability. This is a spiritual sense of stability. You fought hard to be comfortable in your experience, fixed signs. You wanted to be comfortable. It was like not like nothing in excess, right? 10 of Cups. I feel this energy of you having your vision and you running with it. An energy here of the things you did in your todays, which turned into your yesterdays, were all fixed signs, right? Fixed on your future. I do see the Wheel of Fortune as more of a fixed sign energy, as well as the Hangman. And I feel like you guys were unswayed, you know? You were determined. It's an energy of almost being in your nature, you know? But this time, in this cycle, right? Wheel of Fortune energy, in this cycle, you chose to be fixed on the right things. Is there anything else in this pre-shuffle? High Priestess again with the Moon energy. You were guided to your success. 6 of Wands here. High Priestess, Moon, 6 of Wands, Hierophant. That's the High Priest and High Priestess. I'm also seeing the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. You seized opportunities, but you seized the right opportunities is what I feel here. Devil card as the absolute last card. You overcame fears, addictions, worries, doubts. It's an energy of following the divine guidance like breadcrumbs here, fixed signs, and you were determined to get to your goal, to hit your mark. It's an energy of being unswayed here. I can't shake that. I love it. I mean, determination is one of the most beautiful things you can have, especially after hard times of indecision, right? 2 of Wands, 8 of Swords. I feel like you guys had, Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving energy. You, in the past, you were the kind of person that would overanalyze, before you will commit yourself. And I feel this energy of you finally being free of like Knight of Wands, as I'm saying, procrastination. Finally being freed of procrastination, or I'm hearing specifically pessimistic behaviors. I'm hearing. It reminds me of a card in one of the decks I have over here that says, nobody knows enough to be pessimistic. I feel this energy of you being extremely optimistic about your future and your present and your ability to continually crush whatever is like trying to form against you, or whatever was a previous doubt or worry or block, you know what I mean? You're listening to the divine. 3 of Wands, 8 of Wands, hells yeah. You're in the vibe. You're in the fucking vibe here. That's a lot. Queen of Swords. You're in the vibe here. You've reached a point where you have gratitude and you're listening to your psychic abilities, 6 of Wands again, in order, look at that, balance, to achieve true balance and harmony in your experience. You struggled with your ego. You've struggled with your ego in the past, but it was unconscious because I feel you had a fight to get here. Queen of Swords, right? Queen of Swords, 10 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. I mean, damn. Damn. Fixed signs, you overcame difficulty, adversity, and more importantly, a shift in perspective, right? You reached the point where I'm hearing it almost like I can see clearly now. You know what I mean? Like, I can't shake this energy of, I feel like you guys been through some shit, but you overcame it. You know what I mean? And it was about shifting your worldly perspective. You know what I mean? The mind is very powerful here. It's a part of the physical space. Swords are a part of the physical space. But 10 of Swords, you put a permanent end to a mental pattern that was playing out in your experience physically. Queen of Swords, you let it go. You seen the truth. 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but you fucking did it. You know what I mean? It's like breaking a sound barrier is what I'm seeing. Fixed signs, I'm seeing it where you broke a mental sound barrier that was blocking, almost like the ego was blocking the spiritual insight that was trying to be conveyed, right? 8 of Wands, 8 of Swords, two completely different energies. 8 of Wands is more of the spiritual information coming in, divine connections. I meant to say communication. Wow. I was hearing Cupid's love arrows, as some readers will say. But as we see here, it's 2 8s, I feel like in the past you were operating in an energy where it had to make sense. You know what I mean? And it just was wrecking your shit, right? It was just wrecking your shit. Because some shit just doesn't make sense. Oh my God, I didn't even realize. 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords. And now what's present on your board is what? The 3 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. You see how we said it was a perspective shift. You see how simply coming out of the worldly perspective of the dynamics that's transpiring in your life, shifting into a spiritual understanding, it transforms your experience. 3 of Wands, what? Your ship's coming in, a return of investment, things that you have previously put your all into, right? And you getting it back, what? You stopped looking at things in a way where it had to make sense, and you decided to follow your intuition. You decided to follow your gut. You know what I mean? In a 9 card spread, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards of wand, right? Wand energy. As opposed to your past, where you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, same 4 and 4 of sword energy. Protective, defensive, shielded, all ways of you perceivably trying to protect yourself. But now I feel an energy of trusting the process. Seeing that simply aligning is far more powerful than trying to, law of attraction, guru say this, people say this, things say this. Instead, you're trusting your intuition, you're trusting the vibe, you're trusting the flow. What's making sense in your experience is now being more so determined by what is actually progressing, right? If it's moving forward in a way that's serving me, then I'm able to better have a handle on the direction that it's guiding me, and I'm allowing myself to be guided in, right? It's a co-creative energy rather than this swords energy when you're in the physical space trying to make it make sense with your mind, trying to create it with your mind. When we know you don't need to be in a predictive energy, you just simply need to be in a creative energy, a partnership with the divine here, right? You're finally in an energy where you're like surrendering to, I'm going to continue to say, your intuition. That's what it feels, especially with this moon card. You're in a place where you're really listening. Important psychic insight, exactly. Release fears that hold you back. Absolutely, because we have victory here, and it's at the heart of this. 6 of Wands. Vibrational balance, right? They say that all of the suits of 6, are a good vibration. I came across that early in learning tarot. And all 6s relate to the lovers, That's a major, that's divine balance, right? Next to the Temperance, spiritual balance. Divine assistance helping you to harmonize. What's the Temperance usually balancing? Water and fire. Fire, 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 fire. Water. Water. You're trusting the process. You're going with the flow. I've never seen in this card actual DNA, but I don't know. The way that I'm seeing this is DNA. A rejuvenation of the body, of the actual cells in your body, of your actual DNA makeup. It's a upgrade spiritually, emotionally, a harmony throughout your experience, your life. In the way I read, 9 of Cups would be more of a personal fulfillment, wish come true, right? 10 of Cups would be that internally and externally. Not just the personal dream come true, but the dream come true within, you and your tribe. The people you share your experience with, no one's alone. We know this. 10 of Cups could even be you improving your bloodline. Spiritually enhancing your bloodline. Wrapping up a karmic cycle. 10 of Cups is still in the suit of the karmic shit, oftentimes in the way that I read. When you go into the court cards and the majors, you're moving towards really having mastery and control over yourself. And with this major card here, You have mastery over your abilities. You're in the flow, major here, mastery over your abilities, alchemist, right? Gratitude and the ability to have the proper assessment of experience. You guys are achieving great things here, King of Wands. Vibrationally, you're sound. Vibrationally, you're sturdy. Vibrationally, you're aligned to your passions, your dreams, your goals. We have ambition here. I feel an energy of dominancy over your physical world with this in between the Devil card here. Any you guys that watch me know that I typically read the Devil card more so as an energy of the worldly. It's like purely worldly shit, right? Or temptations. Lower vibrational people. People can be grouped up in this worldly shit. It's encounters with individuals that's external to you, right? You have no control over their actions, their thoughts, their emotions, their truth, their lies, nothing, right? Sometimes Devil card can be shit that's completely outside of your hands. You just have to learn how to fucking maneuver with the shit, right? Especially with this being 1 and a 5, the Magician and the Hierophant energy. The Hierophant is not going to, sway to temptation of the world, right? It's a worldly fucking leader that's rooted spiritually, right? Magician has balanced all 4 suits of self, right? In a way where they can finally be in full communication and connection and kind of like divine orchestration with the divine. Right? As we have the moon and the temperance here. I really think you guys have learned that it doesn't take a rocket science to be a magician. More so, it doesn't take a rocket science to be a manifester, right? This is what I'm seeing. It doesn't take a rocket science to be a manifester. It just takes someone listening to the divine on how to navigate this worldly shit, right? Knowing that I'm a spiritual being first. Having a physical experience, right? This is why it's important to remember that we have the ego for a reason, right? But we need to have it in check. Everything was given with proper order. We just have to reclaim our power and learn how to harmonize and control ourselves. Further mastery on our abilities. We know within each lifetime, as we master ourselves and in every lifetime we're striving towards self-mastery. Look at what all these souls that took on a physical experience achieved in regards to the ones that we look up to. Buddha, Jesus. Just to name 2. Stories about souls that took on physical experiences and changed the world, right? No matter how you look at that, one of the things that we must remember first is that it was a divine soul that chose to take on a physical experience and do divine shit. I feel an energy here of you feeling like anything is possible. When you're in divine grace. When you're choosing to do things differently and go down the path of difference. Right? Tap into your psychic and spiritual gifts that you've been enhancing in all of your experience, right? Choosing to have as much joy and gratitude in your experience for yourself and others and those you choose to accept in your tribe, right? Truly being the alchemist, like when life gives me lemons, it's a lot of shit I could do with it. One thing about lemons is It's something about lemons that it makes it a good ass cleaning aid. So when you think about that kind of like metaphorically, it's like when life throws you lemons, it has the potential to clean your spirit, right? These are all spiritual cards, solely spiritual, in the spiritual realm, in the way that I read it, at least, right? It's something about when life throws me bullshit, dear ego, know your place, thank you, right? I could turn these lemons into lemonade. I can clean some shit off with it. I could sell some lemonade and flip it back. I could do all these different things, right? I mean, it just is what it is at this point. But back to that energy of you just had a shift in perspective, where you no longer chose to look at things worldly, and because of that, you recognize different keys within yourself. Look at that. I feel like you realized you had so many different skills and abilities that I'm almost feeling like it's just unexplainable at this point. You just keep fucking going like the little engine that could. Right? I love y'all, man. Is there anything else we need to know here? I got order immediately. As we have the sun on top of the devil with this 19 energy. I feel an energy of triumph. 10, absolutely 8, 28 energy. I feel an energy of triumph here. This is High Priestess and Strength energy, and we know that the Strength card always proves to be more triumphant over devil energy, right? Because it's two things that's within, right? Devil can only fuck with you if it's inside of your mind, right? High Priestess energy with this too. Conquering the mind conquers the ego and the devil, right? High Priestess, Hierophant, 2 and 5. That's High Priestess, High Priest energy right there, right? With the strength that comes from an angelic place within yourself where you're not trying to conquer anything. More so discern if it's for you or not, right? One energy with the Magician. 2 ones here. Gives you the 2 with the High Priestess again. 9 energy with the Moon. I'm looking at this one, but 19 is the Moon, so shit. Hermit energy here with 19 and 18. This is strongly suggestive of conquering the self, right? The worldly aspect of self and finally gaining your whole world, right? I feel like you're gaining your world because you conquered the lower self. You conquered your lower self here. You've given yourself structure. You know, lower self is all about structure. Well, shit. Lower self is all about masculine energy. You finally got your masculine energy on fucking point. You got real with yourself. This is the divine masculine card in the way that I read from this deck. Because there's 2 masculine energies in this. But this is the divine masculine energy. I do feel like you got real with yourself and others. Some of you wrote petitions to yourself. Some of you wrote affirmations. Some of you affirmed with yourself. Some of you created your future. It won't let me stop looking at this. You took a chance on yourself. I do feel like you're winning. Some of you, this is generational clearing and ancestral healing. So generational clearing and ancestral healing. Jesus, I mean, woo! I couldn't get that out. Tongue twister much. 27 here, 39 and 5. Hierophant energy standing alone here. 27 brings you to the Hermit energy. And with this rolling the dice, that's the Hangman energy. You know, that shift in perspective. My third eye is really tingling. You guys really are seeing things clearly. You're seizing moments. Look at that. You're seizing the moment. With the stork and the sun and the owls. Hell yeah. Creating endless opportunities. Aligning more so. All these wands, you're aligning vibrationally. I feel like things are really going to begin to bend to your will here, you know. Now you have the other masculine energy as well. I feel like this is its own message. Interestingly enough, there's an energy shift here. With the rider, the masculine, the maze, and the whip here. I do want to get a little bit more insight here. Where are we at? Because I feel like this is pertaining to yourself, but this just came in like somebody else. Look at that, three of cups. Knight of Swords, Eight of Swords. You have the Eight of Swords in your past here. Maybe this Eight of Swords was tied to, let's see. Let's just not jump the gun here, because I don't want to jump to it being someone, but I mean, damn, we got the Rider and the masculine. Divine masculine here. Somebody was like harsh in the past because of their own insecurities. And they fucking left you wondering what the fuck is going on here. And now they're trying to make a grand entrance into your reading, fixed signs. And it's like, what? Hell yeah, throat chakra much, right? Knight of Swords, somebody's trying to bust in with some truth in your reader. Because one thing about the difference in the writer and the letter is that the writer shows up with the information. Number one, Magician energy. This is someone busting into your reading, and we're going to try to get some information and some clarity real quick before we close this out. Okay? I do want to kind of like try to see what we're at as far as timing. 27, that's it? Okay. Alright, sorry guys. The lighting is kind of like fucked up, but I don't want it in my eyes because I wanted to get these out for you today. Let's see what's up with this person trying to creep into your reading, like codependency. Ooh-wee. I do feel like this person is still in their head about it. This codependent energy is them constantly ripping it back and forth through their mind. I do feel an energy here of somebody wanting to show up, though. Like physically. Again, the writer is somebody showing up with the information. Like, not word of mouth, but out the horse's mouth, right? Ironically, they're on a horse, right? This is this masculine showing up to tell you why they were in this energy. Instead of being divine, right? Instead of being the divine masculine, matching your energy, right? True love, wedding, and passion. You scared the shit out of somebody, right? Look at this, 11 energy. You scared the shit out of somebody. And not like you was crazy or no shit like that. It's just like, oh my God, how did I get that, right? Somebody immediately went into their dome, like, Eight of Swords energy. Eight of Swords energy. Both of you were affected by this. Keep an open mind. It's safe for you to love. Free yourself. Pay attention to the red flags, children, calling your soulmate, unrequited love, make the effort, and what's behind that worth the wait. When it comes to this again, you guys, this is a separate spread. When it comes to this, somebody just try to throw this shit in here, man. That's crazy. Continue to listen to your intuition. I do feel like the divine is saying it's safe for you to do whatever you deem right. You know, keep an open mind. Continue to follow your intuition. You're divinely guided here. When it comes to this matter, it's reflected back. You know what I mean? It's reflecting back the same energies. Eight of Swords, Eight of Swords, Three of Swords, Knight of Swords. I feel like this Knight of Swords was not so truthful. You know, it just said some shit to say some shit, and it affected you deeply. You know what I mean? But ultimately, it pushed out such a profound sense of growth within you that it's almost like, okay, fuck it, because I see clearly now. And it's like, even with that understanding alone, you know that it's safe for you to love. I keep feeling the sun energy, and it's right in my damn face. It is safe for you to love because you have the power of discernment now. So no matter what your decision is, you know that ultimately, again, has to come from yourself. One. You're going to have to listen to your intuition here, and whatever your decision is, know that it's safe for you to love moving forward. But just listen to your intuition. Keep an open mind. Again, nobody knows enough to be a pessimistic kind of person. So let your divine team really help you. Free yourself from trying to control the outcomes, right? We have you deserve love and free yourself. You deserve love, trumping that. You deserve, you know, you really deserve love in your experience. And whatever you decide moving forward, I do feel like it's going to be from a balanced, harmonious type of place. Balance and Ten of Cups, right? You're going to listen to the divine on this, and you're going to welcome in whatever new experience is meant for you, okay? I do feel like you're going to trust your intuition, especially with this passion here, you know? Let's get one here on the masculine energy that's coming in. Expectations here. Yeah, I think this person kind of wonders how you're going to take them house. Yeah, because the house is more external to self. This person is heavily trying to figure out what the fuck should they do, right? I feel like they know that they broke your heart here. And now they're really within themselves trying to figure this shit out. But again, with the Rider, they're going to come to you and try to really give you the truth this time around. But it's like, look at that pleasant letter. They're going to try to give you the truth this time. And it's really up to you to accept it or not. But again, you really got to go within yourself here. Let's get one more with that. We have bereavement here. It could be you letting it go. This is definitely court person. Definitely making a final ruling on this decision here. But with wedding and true love, I mean, this is a part of their expectations, right? This is what we're clarifying. Especially with expectations card actually coming out here. A journey. This is definitely you reflecting court next to court person. You're going to make a fair and just decision. You're definitely going to continue to focus on your money, right? You're going to continue to focus on your career, your purpose, your mission, your path. I feel like you have this understanding that what's for you is for you. You're definitely making the final decision. And with this bereavement here, some of you, I do feel a split energy, just like how it's people standing on two different sides of that burial. I feel like some people, and again, you always take a general as it resonates, but some of you are deciding to move forward with it, and others of you are deciding to let the past simply be the past, you know, and accept this as something transform or different moving forward. I feel like this is the kind of connection you're going to just take it slow with. You know what I mean? You're not just going to jump into this wedding shit. It's almost like a proof to me that this is worthy of my time. Proof to me that it's worthy of my expectations, right? It meets my expectations. This person know they have to meet your expectations. Absolutely. That's why it's not just a fucking letter. It's the person showing the fuck up. I think you made it very clear. about that part. Look at that. A change had to happen for you to accept this shit. You know what I mean? But hope and big water, the heart energy had to be expanded within this person, within this connection, and also within yourself. And two people had to actually believe, with this hope energy, that they had to believe that it actually could be something. Two people that are fucking loyal to each other, right? With military man. Two people that's loyal to each other, would fight for each other, right? Good gentleman. On top of court person. I do feel like for a lot of you, this person, main person, high honor. A journey again, and living room, that's all about the inner self. This is two people that chose their self, and that's why it came to a fucking ending, right? I'm seeing 11 energy again. It's two people that chose their self. If you just want to break it down, to be honest, it's two people that chose their self, and that was in divine order. You know what I mean? This bereavement that keep bringing me to, for some people, it is some shit that is like, okay, it's gonna take time for you to heal, or for this person to heal. You know what I mean? Take that as it resonates. And for those of you where it takes time for that to heal, you have yourself to pour into. So it's not like you're going to have nothing to fucking do. You're pouring into yourself and your future. And this will come when it's meant to. For others of you, this person is absolutely coming around. And we don't have the card of very soon here. And it's in the deck, so if it was going to come out, it would come out. But I say that it's going to unfold and a change, It's going to happen in its own pace. And for a lot of you, that's more determined upon you. You have to set the foundations for what could come into your experience, even if it's in regard to another person. You both have to be vibrationally aligned to welcome in a new level in your experience, in your connection. And with you being all this wand energy, you're absolutely focused on your vibration, making sure you're aligned with true success, right? 6 of Wands. And when you say true success, you mean true success in all areas of your life, and you're fucking going for it. And you're having it. And for some of you, it does entail someone that you've already had previous experience with. But it's on a new level. Everything is as I often tell y'all, it's levels to this shit. Free will is a motherfucker. And you can do what the fuck you want to do at this point. But it's all up to you. You have to know that you're safe and really listen to your intuition. And keep an open mind. Have gratitude, because that's what really brings in your blessings. That's what keeps you focused. That's what keeps you fully charged enough to go after and pursue your passions with the proper amount of faith, right? And wisdom to know when to surrender to effortlessness. And when it comes to this person that just kind of butted into your reading, you know that that's a part of what falls into the category of effortlessness, meaning you don't have to do shit. This person needs to do what they need to do. Obviously, you need to be like, if you want to have it, you need to be receptive to it, right? Obviously, if you want to have it, you need to kind of vibrationally align to send out the signal that it's okay to welcome that person back in. But if you don't want to have it, don't play with people's emotions and shit, right? Or that will fall back on you. You see what I'm saying? There's something important about this connection, especially with, the wedding card. True love. It's something that's significant. And every true love doesn't mean that it's a forever love. It just means that shit was divinely orchestrated and with purpose, right? But moving forward, it's always safe for you to love, as long as you free yourself of whatever past, once a second is gone, it's in the past. Each second we're entering into a new future, a new possibility. So will you free yourself of what you've accumulated in your mind and in your experience, right? Will you free yourself for endless opportunities in the future? Because you absolutely deserve love. And I'm talking about magical shit with this unicorn. All the unicorns in this reading and shit, it's no coincidence that we're doing, each deck has been different in each reading. I'm not going to ramble on. I love you guys so much, and I thank you so much for the support. You guys got this. Listen to your intuition and continue to trust the vibe. Continue to connect with your guides and your ancestors, your way showers. And be cautious when you connect with your ancestors, because just as people don't really fuck with you in this world that you were born into, some of your ancestors don't fuck with you. So don't call out to all of them, and pay attention to the vibe. Like I've been meaning to tell a lot of you, when it comes to who you praying to, who you communicating to, if you have fear, if you have doubt, if you have a strong feeling of being inferior, that's not who you need to be fucking with. Okay, that's something that's trying to have control over you. Fuck with what feels real, right? What you can open up to, what feels angelic, what's assisting you. I love you guys. Have a great one. Trust your intuition and your